What's up, mechanics? Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another episode of Tool Tuesday here at the Vim Tools headquarters.
Where is the Vim Tools headquarters, Michael?
Tampa, Florida.
So the Gulf Coast of Florida.
Yep, we are on the Gulf.
What Gulf?
What Gulf, you may ask? The Gulf of America.
But in all seriousness, I do want to know y'all's opinion about that. I saw that at a boat show this past week and thought it was funny, so I grabbed it. But that is not my opinion per se. I want to know what your opinion is. I want to see what you think about that.
You want to know my opinion?
I think it's funny, but other than that, I don't.
I just am so used to calling it the Gulf of Mexico. It's just going to be weird for me to change its name in conversation because it all just flows out as Gulf of Mexico, but now it's the Gulf of America.
Well, honestly, never in all of my life living on the Gulf Coast of Florida have I sat there and been like, this is a prideful thing. I don't want it to be called the Gulf of Mexico. Like, it's never been a thought of mine.
I didn't know that it was a problem.
I was unaware that it was an issue for some people.
I'm good with it either way. Just, now, so we got this.
But it was funny.
Should we sell these? I feel like people would buy them.
Would you buy them? I'll sell what you'll buy.
I feel like people would buy this. Gulf of America.
Anyways.
All right, we're doing questions. We've done quite a few Tool Tuesdays without doing Q&As. So today is questions. You guys had a lot of questions, especially on the tool truck video. So let's dive into it.
And apparently you guys liked that tool truck video. I did not expect it to go as well as it did. There were some hiccups, for instance, the audio. But I think that is the content, or some of the content that you guys are looking for. So
if anyone knows of a good microphone brand that can connect above 3 microphones, please let us know. Because these two are different than the ones we were using on the truck. The ones that we're using on the truck, it comes with 4 that pair, but for some reason those microphones suck. But they have great reviews online. So
the thing is,
we're still trying to figure that out.
I found that we talk loud. And in talking loud, we make the mics crackle, especially the cheaper mics. Now, I say cheaper because we've been unable to find a brand that is more expensive that has 4 microphones with the set. Because as you know, there's me, there's him, there's normally at least one other person, if not 2 or 3 more. So we need multiple microphones to be able to do what we do on a regular basis. And it's frustrating that nobody's come out with something like that yet, or at least that we haven't found it.
Put your links down below.
If you know of a brand of microphone that would make our life easier, please leave a comment. Because if not, we're going to make a lot of money doing it.
So, yeah, that's what I said earlier.
Because that is crazy. Look, it's not a crazy idea. I don't understand how it's not a thing.
Today, like I said, we're doing questions and answers. So, what's the first question? What's the first video that we're going over?
We're going to go over the tool truck video because it is the most fresh in the mind of the people. And I did screenshot a few of these to make this go a little bit quicker because I thought there were some important ones to go over. And so this gentleman, Mr. George Ferlazzo, he mentioned that this was a great video and that tool truck is called USA Tools Express, which it is. He was asking if they have a website. I'm not sure about the website, but he lives in Northwest Florida, and he wouldn't expect any of them to be out there. I am pretty sure there are some dealers out in Northwest Florida. So for Mr. George Ferlazzo, I'd like you to email into sales@VimTools requesting more information on said tool truck because I want to direct any tool trucks in the area, whether they're USA Tools or other, to you. And if there's anyone else who's looking for a tool truck in their area and has trouble getting one to stop by their shop, please reach out to sales@VimTools. I can try as best as we can to direct a tool truck to you and get you that service that you need, depending on where you are and what the routes are.
There might be one near you that you can find on our dealer locator, on our website as well. So there are trucks, and if you're a dealer as well, you can be a part of our dealer locator. If you sell Vim tools, you can add yourself to our dealer locator, and anybody in any part of the United States can look on there and see if there's a tool truck near them, and it'll have your contact information so that they can reach out to you.
What we were trying to do here is connect the dealers with the users. And I know that sounds like drugs, but that is what we're trying to do. Connect dealers with users. We facilitate. So reach out. Sales@VimTools. This I thought was funny. I hate to be this guy, and I say this lovingly, because I love him. 5/8 is not literally half of an inch.
You're going to call me out like that?
I went to school with Michael, as you guys know.
You're going to call me
Mathematics was not his most accelerated subject that we taught in school.
Okay.
He
all
did
right,
fall
give me a
asleep
break.
a lot.
Give me a break. I was wrong.
All right, all right.
It's almost literally half.
But you said literally half an inch.
Fuck it.
You know what the fraction is for half an inch?
Half an inch.
I only get the big branded trucks, and they all have Vim. Doesn't matter the brand, Snap-on, Matco, Mac. I also have short stubbies. This was more of a personal part. But the general point of that is that, yes, Vim tools are available on every single brand truck. All of the big four? Yeah.
Yep.
The Mac, the Matco, the Snap-on, the Cornwall trucks. All of them carry our product, as well as any independent would have access to our product. So pretty much anyone who drives a mobile truck can call into their warehouse or their flagship, wherever it may be, and have access to our product line. So you can ask your dealer, get on any truck, and have access. The reason we know that is that it's really not that big of an industry in terms of distributors, warehouses, wholesalers. It's everyone knows everybody, and there aren't a whole lot of new players. So we are in every warehouse, meaning that everywhere a dealer would buy from has our product. That's how we know that every dealer has access to our stuff. It's not us just being like full of ourselves or lying. That's the logic behind it. Now, specifically speaking, a Mr. Rob Hudson went back and forth with a Mr. Tim Parsons, a close friend of ours, on a couple comments about some products that he wanted. Again, reach out to Sales of Vim Tools. I'll get you connected with old Timmy. But one thing I wanted to point out is that he wanted the socket sets, 1/4 and 3/8, but he did not want the foams. How does he get that?
The socket sets with the foams. The SMS 600 and the 400.
Without the ratchets, without all that stuff, just sockets.
We have subsets that you can purchase. They come on mag rails. So if you go to our website, and you should just type in SMS 600, and it'll also pull up all the subsets for that. You can buy just the shallow metric or just the shallow standard or the deep metric or the deep standard. So you can get just what you need. You don't need all the extra fluff, and you don't need the foam. They come on mag rails.
Now, someone did for exactly what we were talking about. All three of my tool guys are starting to carry out the Vim line. I work at Smith's Volkswagen in Wilmington, Delaware, and I need to get a set of your triple squares and try them, especially your stubbies. Like we said in that video, we have a ton of triple square sets. People don't realize that, but we are big triple square people. As a matter of fact, I think next week we're going to be doing Triple Square Tuesday because we got so many of them. What is it? It's at least 8 sets.
Yeah, we have a ton. Of
8 or 10, maybe 10. We'll show all of our full arraignment, or what, I don't know. That's not a word. Our full allotment of triple squares, so you guys can get a good idea of all the stuff we have for you Volkswagen guys. Because I know that it's important. It's not as talked about because it's not as lucrative, but it is a very important part of the technician industry. This was interesting. We're talking about our half bits, our literally half inch, 5/8 overall length bits. And someone did comment, Mac has half bits, not only Vim. Okay. Next one. When we were comparing those half bits to another brand on the truck, someone told us to stop picking on them. I do want to clarify that although we were talking about full-length bits in a negative way, we don't put any other brand down. That's not what we were doing. We're talking about a full 1-inch bit versus a 5/8 overall length bit.
Yeah, we're friends. Grip Edge and us are friends. We know them personally, and they're right down the street from us. So, no hard feelings there. We were just talking about the length of a full-length bit. That has nothing to do with Grip Edge. Everybody carries full-length bits.
And it happened to be the first bit set that caught our eye that was out. Why did it catch your eye? Because it's lime green. Because lime green pops.
It was the only other bit set he had on his truck.
It's the only one I saw.
Yeah.
Also, I found this funny, flip-flops. Someone just commented flip-flops. I love flip-flops. If you could find a pair of steel-toe flip-flops...
Just so everybody knows, we have a rule here, no flip-flops.
We do, but I was outside, so it doesn't matter.
We have a rule here, no flip-flops. So, caught red-handed.
If you could wear steel-toed flip-flops, how many of y'all would wear flip-flops? Doesn't count for up north because it's cold.
Steel-toed
I know that's
flops.
weird, but if you could figure it out. Steel-toed flops.
Shit. I mean, I love flopping.
All right. Someone also did mention that the market is flooded with cheap Taiwanese tools. Vim is too expensive. They're just expensive as a USA brand tool. I want to go out there and say that we're not, and that is just kind of incorrect. For instance, we're not the most inexpensive brand. I'm never going to claim that. If you've used our products, you know that they hold up. You know the quality of our product is there, and 99.9% of our customers are satisfied with the Vim tools that they do purchase and use. That being said, our, let's see, half-inch ratchets. Half-inch comfort grip ratchets sell for about $95 on the high end, 80 to $85 on the low end.
Half inch.
Yes, the
The
half-inch.
comfort grip
Half inch.
extended, like extra length.
18-inch. Now you go to a comparable
Half-inch.
for one of the big names.
That holds up above 800 foot or 1,000 foot
1,000, that
pounds.
one's 1,100.
Holds up
Yeah.
above 1,000 foot pounds.
Yep. Now you go and compare that to a similar length comfort grip in the USA made lines. I'm talking about $280, $250.
Yeah, there's a massive difference. And also, in the professional industry, the amount of tools that are American made is nowhere near the amount of professional tools in the United States tool industry that are made in Taiwan.
No, that's nothing against USA Tools. Love some USA Tools.
Taiwan makes really good quality tools, especially if you know what you're doing. And that's why a majority of the brands in the United States, Matco, Snap-on carries a lot of Taiwanese stuff.
They all do.
So does Mac and Cornwell. Everybody.
And they're tested in their own facilities to hold up to what they are. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, it is different, yes. It's also price different. So let's not act like it's the same price. That is a crazy jump in price. And that is consistent along most of the line. The USA made stuff's obviously more expensive. Just want to clear that up. A lot of people liked that video, and I'm happy that you guys enjoyed it. But as I said at the beginning of the video, the audio was less than ideal. And that's where that microphone comment was going to come in. But, he kind of stole my thunder and already talked about it. So please, if you know a
We're
microphone.
looking for microphones. We're not a production company. We're really figuring things out as we go. Every time we have a problem, we end up fixing it. But microphones have been a problem for us for a while.
It really has been. So it's all of this available through the website for individuals or only on tool trucks with an account. Usually the websites have less inventory and options, and the tool trucks do. As always, we'd love to push you through the tool truck. Go on the tool truck, buy on the tool truck. They can service you better. They can explain products to you. It is a much better way to purchase tools, especially when you don't know a lot about the line. They can teach you, they can educate you, they can warranty stuff for you. It makes it a lot easier for you as a customer to know what you need and what you want. But that being said, our website does have everything that is available on a tool truck as well. So individuals, open stock, sets, whatever it is, whatever it may be, you can also get it there. We want to make it as easy as possible for you to purchase, but we do primarily want you to go to the tool trucks if that's an option for you. Obviously, the website's there for those of you who don't shop on tool trucks.
But again, our website has every component from every set listed for sale.
We keep getting requests for UK distribution. People wanting to purchase products for themselves in the UK, and it's crazy how many questions come in weekly about trying to find a distributor in the UK. I have yet to find a distributor that is actively willing to carry and sell product, even though there is demand for it clearly. We're just not to the point where we can start shipping, have a whole department dedicated just to shipping internationally over to the UK in small quantities. So we're looking for a distributor to work with us, and we're having a little bit of trouble. So if you know of anybody...
Same thing goes for Australia.
Yeah. If you know of any large tool distributors that may be willing to work with Vim Tools, or if you are a large tool distributor in the UK watching this is for you. Please reach out. We're willing to work with you. Longtime Vim user. I do have a question. My rep states that he cannot warranty my blue case bits because he cannot get the replacement bits. Is that true? I've had to buy other brands because he'll order them and they never come in. So, no. There are some sets that have been superseded or changed or the finish has changed. Whatever the case may be, please reach out to sales@Vim Tools with the information about what you're looking for, and we can definitely accommodate whatever requests you have.
If something is discontinued or has been superseded by another product, we'll give you the updated version, or we will give you something of similar value that replaces.
But we
what was
still do have a
discontinued.
lot of the open stock from the older sets because we like to keep some on hand for this reason.
Yep.
All right, now that is all I had on the tool truck video. I skimmed most of them, and that's what I found that was answerable. I might have missed some, and I apologize. But now for the S2 explained video 2 weeks ago, where we talked about the differences between S2 steel and S2 steel, but the difference in different companies' manufacturing processes. Someone did mention that they wish we made Allens that were for rounded out fasteners And that is his biggest problem with Allen bolts. And I am here to tell you that this year, for sure, this year you will see something from Vim Tools in that realm, and I think you're gonna like it. Does Vim sell any of this set with a foam insert that is removable from a hard case? So we don't sell any of the foam kits that come in a blow molded case because then you're really adding cost to the product. And not that it's not a good thing to have. We've found that we've been able to absorb a lot of the costs versus normal packaging with the foam or with a BMC. But when it comes to adding a foam inside of a BMC, you're definitely going to see price changes in the product, and nobody ever wants more expensive product, right? So we have stayed away from it because of that. I do like it. I just think it's a very pretty penny to pay for packaging. Been waiting to get me a Vim set. We have some at our shop from an old tech that left a few, and they're great quality. How often do you think that happens? I was unaware that people left shops and just left tools.
I'm not sure.
It's an interesting way to get brought into the world of Vim.
Maybe if you're retiring completely, or you're not going to another shop, like you're done with.
I mean, I don't know why we're talking about it. How about you guys? What is your experience in that? I did not know that people just left tools behind and dipped like that. Have you guys come into some products that way? Because that is a crazy way for you to get on Vim Tools because someone left them behind. But good for you, brother. For kits, when I go to buy sockets, I don't want a ratchet. I don't want extensions. I don't want a ratchet. I want the full set of sockets. Heard, brother. We have a couple different variations we're working through, but the plan is to have something similar to that where it's just sockets, no fluff. That's not what you want. It's not what we're going to give you. All right? Please do not forget to keep the SAE sets a regular thing. They're still important for heavy-duty equipment and ag guys out there. Stop messing with that.
Sorry.
A cool thing for dealers would be to get a sheet with QR codes to have fast and easy access to breakdowns on all those sets. So a full set of QR codes for everything we have would be like 10 pages.
But we discussed adding that to the catalog.
Yes, we did. But I guess so. We did talk about that. So yeah, you're right. That QR access or that QR code page, we plan on adding that to our catalog so that dealers will have that without having just a sheet of QR codes. But they'll have an actual catalog, which in the back you're going to have access to all those QR codes as well as the end user because it'll be on all of our catalogs. But yes, I guess without knowing so, we did that already. And as for SAE, granted, they're not as popular, but yes, we try to stay consistent in making sure we have SAE options available. We will not be forgetting that. Now, where can I get Vim Tools? I live in Highgate, Vermont. I am a small engine repair shop. My name is Kermit Drown Small Engine Repair. Well, Mr. Kermit Drowns, you can shop on any tool truck that you see passing by your shop, if they're willing to stop or not, on our website as well as other online distributors. But our website is where you're going to get the most availability of product and images and information if you're not able to find a tool truck. No battery powered tools. Catch up, fellas. Now, you go ahead. You do that one.
That's a totally different ball game. Like, first of all, there are massive companies that have already mastered that space in the industry. Like, I don't think Vim could come out the gate competing with Milwaukee and their cordless tools, or DeWalt, or Makita, or Hilti. Like any of those brands, they're just
cost a lot of money.
They're very far along in that development process of developing their own line of products for that, and they're running that race. We are in a hand tool, specialty tools category, and we want to stick to what we know. And veering off into cordless tools is just not in the cards right now.
And now, that is not to say we have not dabbled in cordless tools. We do make a lot of cordless products for a lot of our South American customers. That being said, the issue with something like that is that not that we couldn't get into it, it's that not only would you have to buy the tool or tools, but how willing would someone be to buy a whole new set of batteries and chargers when they already have chargers and batteries?
And
those things are expensive.
We don't sell air tools either.
No, not under the Vim brand.
What we do.
Not under the Vim brand, that is. But it's not something that we couldn't do. It just logistically, we don't have the name to push people to buying all of our batteries and all the different power tools. You already have a lot of the other stuff from other brands, so it makes it difficult for anyone to switch over for that reason. Like, I'm sure, I don't think there's that many people who cross over. Like, I can't imagine you're a big DeWalt guy and you have some Milwaukee stuff. I mean, maybe you do, but it seems much easier to stick with one brand or another, especially the ones that have everything. I think that was all the questions for that week. So we went back 2 weeks and we did all those questions.
Whatever brand you buy the batteries for, that's what you're stuck
That
with.
you kind of you have to. You really do.
That's why I'm stuck with DeWalt. I'd like to make the switch.
I'm stuck with DeWalt, but not because I bought too many DeWalt products. I've stolen them all from my dad.
Same
I got
thing.
locked in.
See, this is the same thing.
Like,
That
I
you
locked
you
in.
have them. You can't just switch because you're like, why would I do that? I have all this money in DeWalt batteries.
When we moved into our first college apartment, I remember needing to change. I needed to change the tire, needed to change the tire of my Jeep, and I didn't feel like doing it by hand, so I went over to my dad's house. I was like, I'm gonna take this impact, and I'm gonna take this battery, and that was the start of it. And little by little, blower, that's cool. This, that.
I think I am gonna make the switch though.
Really?
I don't have too many batteries for DeWalt. I have like a couple batteries, and I need to get more. So I think now's probably the time to switch to Milwaukee.
Damn.
Yeah,
You going red, huh?
yeah. It's like I don't want to talk too much about it right here.
All right. Those are all the questions that we had in the last 2 weeks. So I went through this. Hopefully, I got to yours. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Tune in next week for another episode of Tool Tuesday, where we'll be talking about triple squares. That's all I got.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Peace.